What is going on, everyone? Riddict here, and welcome to Off the Shelf Airguns. Today we're taking a little detour on the Airgun trail, and we're going to go down the less lethal road. That's right, today we have the Umarex. This is the T4E TR50. That is what we have down here today, folks. 50 caliber, less lethal, training. Now, before we even get into this, I am going to start off by saying that as far as home defense goes, I think you should own a firearm. Obviously, I own several. It is what it is. But I'm also a realist, and I understand that there's people out there that may not want to own a firearm. Maybe they're nervous about using them. There's all kinds of reasons, right? Maybe they're not allowed to own a firearm. I mean, there are people out there that they're not allowed to own a firearm, and so what are they going to do? Not much. And I have a lot of worldwide viewers as well, and there's a lot of places around the world where you can't own a firearm, but you could own something like this, okay? So that's why we're going to take a look at these today, mainly because they're air guns. You know, they call them launchers, but let's face it, they're air guns. I'm going to have a whole series of videos on less lethal options coming up down the line. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you're notified when I upload more videos, and I do appreciate it. Now, as I said, today we are kicking things off with the Umarex T4E TR50. All right, and I do have a few different things I want to do. First of all, because it is an air gun, we're going to see if it patings. I know, we're going to see if it patings. But then some other little tidbits I want to try. Anyway, as far as this goes, you have no safety, really. You do have a little safety on the trigger, kind of like the Glock safety. Your magazine goes in here. It's a rotary magazine. You simply pull that forward and up to take out your mag. And right now I have 50 caliber rubber rounds loaded in there. And that's what we'll be starting off with, okay? You got some pick row on there for some flashlights or something like that if you want to put on there. Now the CO2 goes in right here, all right? I'm going to show you how this works. Goes in upside down, as you can see, nozzle at the end. Goes in upside down just like that. Okay, tighten it down, it's tightened. And you'll see this little knob back here on it. That will tell you if it's pierced. And how to pierce it, you just do that, it's pierced, just like that. And now you can see, there it is, okay? Hopefully you can see that there. All right. So, being that it's pierced, let's get started. All right, let's start this thing off the right way, hopefully. We'll see if it does. Pa-ting! Well, that has a little pop to her, don't it? It's got a little bang bang going on. A little bang bang. But it did pa-ting. It did pa-ting, which I do like. Pa-ting! I think that might have been it. Nope, I got two more. I guess I only shot two or four, huh? What about, I don't know why, but I'll try Colonel Clink. We'll see how far out it goes. Not very far. That's it. Now, if there was a situation where I had to use this, I'm going to go for the face. All right, there's a lot of instruction on going for the upper body, especially if you're using the pepper rounds to go for the upper body and stuff. But if I'm going to use something like this, and this is all I'm going to use for protection, I'm going to be going for the face, guys. Okay, so just know that. That's how I would do it. Doesn't mean that's how you have to do it, but that's what I would do. And so that's why I have a ballistic dummy lab head. That's right. We have here a ballistic dummy lab head. Standard head, I know, most people get the zombie. I went for the standard. But we got a ballistic dummy lab head here, and this is using their perma-gel, which pretty much will last you a lifetime, unlike the normal gel that could decay over time. So I got the perma-gel specifically because we're only using this for air guns, and I'm hoping we can get some mileage out of this bad boy for several videos. And then, of course, eventually it's going to be all wore out, and we'll have to really take it out at the end. But for now, yeah, here we go. Since I would use these less lethal options to the face, Well, let's see what happens. All right, we got the ballistic dummy lab head set up down there. Now, if we make a devastating blow, it should bleed blue. I opted for the blue blood because I like blue. That's just the way it is. Got the rubber rounds. We're going to see what the rubber rounds do first to this bad boy, if anything. Okay. We've been hitting it. That's it. Did we even hit it? I don't know. You guys can see it better than me. But the rubber rounds, they're not going to do a whole lot unless they catch you in the eye. They'll sting pretty bad. So I have these Devastator rounds. So as you can see, they're basically a round and a little sabot. Got one loaded up. We're going to see what happens here. Don't know. They're a tight fit, so hopefully something happens. Okay. Oh, it's moving it. Now we're getting low on CO2. The CO2 does not last long in these guys. That's pretty much it. Did I have any left in there? No. Just like that. You're using a heck of a lot of CO2 to propel these objects just because they are so heavy. So keep in mind that it's a lot of pressure. And with that being said, being that they're under such pressure, do not pierce these unless you intend to empty the CO2, okay? Don't leave this laying around pierced. Don't do that. You can leave a cartridge in there, but just don't pierce it. When you're ready to use it, that's why it's a quick pierce, so you can do that. You don't want to leave this laying around pierced because it's under such high pressure that bad things can happen. You just don't want to risk it. So if you're going to store this, or for this matter, if you're going to use this, use all of the CO2 cartridge that you put in it. And it won't take long because it takes a lot of CO2 to use this, okay? So keep that in mind. Pierced, ready to rock and roll. And I want to see if we can damage this apple or orange. And now see, I want to also say, I'm 10 yards, okay, from the target. We were 10 yards from the head and we're 10 yards from this. Because I feel like you ain't gonna go any further than that. That's as far out as you're gonna go. Obviously, if you got a chance at point blank, that's what you would really want. But let's see what we can do, if anything. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I blew up the plastic instead. Let's get a little closer. All right, we're a little closer now. And let's see what happens. Probably hit myself with a ricochet. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay. Okay, not bad. Did a little damage to him anyway. So that was pretty cool. So there you have it. The Umarex T4E TR50 in 50 caliber. So it's about 11 joules is what they're saying, okay? So that's what they're saying on this one. Yes, sir. We're gonna do a few more things with this one down the line. So I got a whole, like I said, I got a whole video series on these guys coming up real soon. Not just more on this, but a whole lot more less lethal options to show you. Didn't make any real crazy damage to the head. So I'm curious to see what these other ones might do to it. So until then, with that said, I will catch you all down the road.